Andy Golub. It was my birthday. I turned 39. I just realized I have what I was going to send to you from our last conversation. Um, so there's this guy I follow on Instagram who's seriously the best stuff I ever seen on the internet. And I've actually connected with him. I haven't met him in person, but I've done video calls with him and sent him messages. He's an amazing person. But anyways, he just posted this video. I know it's long, but I suggest you watch it. It's really amazing. And what happened was after I watched the video, I decided to ask DeepSeek, which is one of the AI programs that I told you about before. Not ChatGPT, but it's called DeepSeek. I asked it about what it mentioned in the video, and then it shows, then it said a bunch of different things about what it thought about it. So I'm gonna real quick show you just a little bit from the video. Then I'm gonna show you what it said on the DeepSeek. This is what I was gonna show you before, and just wasn't right to send it yet, so I'm sending it right now. All right, Andy. So going on to Instagram. Okay, that's the message I sent to him. So this is Jason, Soul on Ice. So the video that I watched. Oh, so not this one. This one's really amazing too, but the video I watched was this one.
The mud flood. Yeah. What really happened? The mud flood. What really happened? This wasn't just a flood, it was a reset, a geospiritual
purge. So as you can
purge,
see, Andy,
not from
on
nature,
the bottom,
from them.
where it shows
the elite
under where it
bloodlines
says
didn't
the
just
mud
erase
flood,
history, they buried
it's going to show
literally.
how long this
the mud
video
wasn't
is.
water and dirt,
As you can
it was
see, it's
liquidated
starting
memory,
to
a slurry of alchemical
show,
reaction, sound frequency, and
lighter
geo-engineered
color.
destruction.
That's showing that
This was
that's how much
weaponized
of the
Earth.
video
They triggered it
has
using
been
ancient
shown.
tech, resonance devices, tower harmonics, something like harps but older.
I'll
It didn't
send
just
you
cover
this
buildings,
link.
it silenced
Check
truth.
out the whole video.
Tartaria
It's
wasn't a
absolutely
lost
amazing.
empire, it was the empire. Worldwide, unified, based on free energy, ether tech, vibration, sound, water, and sacred geometry. The architecture still whispers it.
All right.
Star forts, orphan trains, cathedrals tuned like instruments.
All right, so I stopped the video, Andy, and now I'm gonna go into DeepSeek, which I was telling you about. So I typed into DeepSeek. I said, "That's the question I asked." I said, well, first I asked, "What's Tartari?" Because that's what it ends up talking about in the video. If you watch it, you'll know what I mean. So I asked it. I said, "How come I didn't learn about Tartari when I was in school at all?" Well, I pressed the bottom part where you can like this talk into it, and see, it's not gonna. Okay, so but the thing is that it didn't put it in right. It put tartar, like tartar sauce. So what's cool about this AI program is you can see it thinking. So this is part of the thinking of the app, of the AI. Once you get to this part, it's beyond the thinking, and then you can find out it took 18 seconds for it to think. But anyways, so it thought I was talking about tartar sauce, and it's saying like, "Oh, we don't teach about certain stuff with cooking," or like, no, that's not what I wanted to know. I said, "No, I mean tartari." So it thought for 23 seconds, not 18 seconds. And what's interesting is that you could possibly read this part, which I did a little bit, but I said, let me skip that part, because what it is that it's actually, when you see this part, it re-says all this, but in a way that's more easy to comprehend, because I don't quite understand how the AI stuff works, but I mean, it tries to be similar to how we are, that it's a thinking thing, and then once it thinks, then it can say, "Oh, okay, this is what I want to say." So yeah, so you see, talking about Central Asia, Siberia, and part of Eurasia, part of Turkic and Mongol people, Tartars, Fascinating topic. Um, so why did it fade? Russia and China expanded. The Golden Horde are specific. Tatars, Kazakhs, Uzbeks. The Tartaria conspiracy theory. So that's what, the video is about. The conspiracy theory, or the thing that actually makes sense. Right? That's what I think. It actually makes sense, not just a conspiracy theory. It really makes sense. All right, so check this out. Online myths. Recently, fringe theories have claimed Tartaria's lost global civilization, advanced technology, raced by a reset, mud floods. Not supported by historians, archaeologists, or scientists. Why it's not taught. Schools focus on evidence-based history. Misinterpreting old maps, architecture, pseudoscientific claims. Atlantis lacks scholarly credibility. Why Tartaria isn't in most curricula. So, anyways, it gives you all this awesome stuff, Andy. And then, yeah, at the bottom, it's pretty cool. It says, study the Mongol Empire, Genghis Khan, Kublai Khan, its impact on Eurasia. See, I wouldn't have thought anything of this, but the AI gave me this inspiration, If I would have asked a person, they wouldn't have given me all this information. If I would have asked the regular internet, it wouldn't have gave me all this information. So whether you like it or not, Andy, AI is, something that's important right now in our world, and there's negatives, of course, but the positives I think are really good. So, anyways, of course, you don't want to rely on AI for everything, but if you have a question about something and you don't understand it, then it's good to use something like this. All right, so to end this video, Andy, I'm gonna just show you the drawing I just did of this girl that sent me this video on this AI. Or I mean, not on this AI. My mind was still in the AI mindset. No. It's a dating app. This girl sent me this video on a dating app, and I paused it, and then I just did a drawing from it. Oh, it won't show this thing though. Okay. Yeah, so. All right, Andy. Talk to you later.